Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
Make a straight pipe with your own hands is an opportunity to increase the traction of the car. The car will now emit a powerful and pleasant to the ear of the motorist roar. Similar to the one issued by a sports car, as soon as the driver presses the pedal. Learn from the article how to competently modernize the car exhaust with your own hands, turning a quiet and meek car into a formidable conqueror of roads. Modernization of the exhaust, or what is a straight-through? Today, many tuning studios are engaged in modernization of the exhaust system of various cars. For example, famous masters from AMG perfectly finalized Mercedes-Benz, turning some models of the Stuttgart car into sports versions that deserve only praise. How can we, the owners of ordinary civilian cars with a standard muffler, achieve a similar result? Straight-through is exactly what will turn the grey mouse into a formidable lion. At the same time, all manipulations to improve the exhaust system can be carried out with your own hands, without spending almost any financial resources. It is enough only to arm yourself with a special set of tools, keys, screwdrivers, and materials. As statistics show, most of the car owners interested in tuning the exhaust are drivers of domestic cars. Owners of 6s, 7s, 9s, and other models of the famous throughout the country Avtovaz do not want to lag behind on the road from the more famous BMW or Mercedes. For this reason, they are trying their best to modernize their cars in such a way that it would be worthwhile. Note: to carry out modernization on domestic cars, especially old ones, is quite reasonable. The car is not miserable, as, for example, a foreign car, and in the case of improper operation, it will not threaten to lose a lot of money. And on the contrary, if you manage to implement everything competently, the effect will be great and effective. What is the difference? But, how to make a straight pipe, is it so easy? Straight-through is a pipe that has no bends, although in some places there may be small expansions and narrowings of the dimensions. Thus, the exhaust of this type allows the waste to fly out without any obstacles. On the contrary, the standard muffler, which is installed on civilian versions of cars, is a system that reduces noise from gas emissions. For this reason, there are a lot of bends and irregularities in such a pipe. Straight-through muffler with their own hands is made simply, without the use of complex schemes. It was created a priori for sports cars. The power of the power plant was increased by eliminating the impedance, exiting through the muffler gases. But the purpose to reduce noise, as on ordinary car models, before the engineers of sports cars was not put. If you look at the muffler of sports cars designed purely for competitive purposes, it is just a straight pipe with a constant diameter. On some models, such as Subaru, the size of the pipe can taper and expand, which makes it possible to reduce the noise level. So, it turns out that the initial and main function of the straight-through VS was to increase engine thrust, without affecting the noise reduction. The latter was perceived only as a side effect. But you can't do that in civilian tuning. Yes, it is possible to significantly increase the engine power by means of a straight-through, but it is also necessary to think about the noise level, which has the maximum resolution, according to the laws and regulations. Today, there are quite a few ways to turn a quiet muffler into a noisier one, while increasing the strength and power of the engine. Many techniques have been invented by folk craftsmen. They are simple, reliable, and often effective. A popular way to install a Rectotok. One of the options for transforming an ordinary muffler into a sports muffler implies the presence of the following materials and tools: iron pipe with a bore size of 52 mm. The ideal option for domestic VAZ models running on a 1.6-litre motor. Welding machine. Bolgar with an attachment for cutting metal. Metal roughs in the amount of 50 to 60 pieces. Note: Rashers are sold in any hardware store. These are the same sponges that housewives rub dirty pans and pots. Let's move on to the actual process of tuning. The old muffler should be dismantled. Cut a chute in the resonator along its entire length with a bolgar. Attention! Thus, you should get a notch that gives access to all internal parts of the resonator. 2. All internal components of the resonator are sawed out with the same bolgar. These will be stiffeners, many tubes welded together, etc. Important! Tubes should not be cut out at the root, but leave 3 to 4 centimeters on each side. This should be done so that the new pipe has something to weld on. 3. The prepared pipe is cut according to the obtained dimensions. Its length should be equal to the section between the cut ends of the resonator pipes. 4. On the pipe you need to make many holes every 1/5-2 cm tip. You can pierce the pipe with a drill, but it will take a lot of time. It will be easier to use a bolgar, making cuts through certain distances. As a result, a herringbone-like pattern should appear on the pipe. 5. The resulting section of pipe is welded to the ends of the resonator tubes. 6. The free space of the resonator is plugged with ruffles. 7. The cut outer part of the resonator, so to speak, cover, is welded back. 8. The end of the muffler is cut off. Note: it is necessary to cut out the part of the muffler that goes from the resonator to the place where the exhaust gases go outside. 9. On this place is welded a new piece of pipe D52, equal in length to approximately ½ meter. Final features. Experts recommend that you thoroughly clean the muffler, and then treat it with primer and paint. This will help to significantly increase its service life. This should be done before installation. As a result, we learned how to make a Rectotok with our own hands quickly and easily. Of course, we cannot guarantee that the new muffler will be quiet. But the power of the power unit will increase several times, the dynamics of the car will increase. In conclusion, designing a Rectotok with your own hands can be a rewarding and fulfilling project. By following the steps we've outlined, you can create a functional and personalized device that meets your specific needs. Remember to take your time, pay attention to detail, and most importantly, enjoy the process of bringing your vision to life. Whether you're a seasoned DIY enthusiast or a beginner, this project offers a great opportunity to learn and experiment. Thank you for watching, and we hope you feel inspired to start your own Rectotok journey.